When do we think, okay, God isn't quite coming through in the way I want, or the timeline, let me try and hustle it for myself, or try and make it happen for myself. And we see that happened when they bring Hagar into the equation and Ishmael is born. And we do know that God promises to establish some kind of nation through Ishmael. But also another thing that I see that we learn for ourselves is that there's so much grace there, that even when we mess up, even when we try and do things in our own way, there's still so much grace. But I think in terms of, for me, there's some interesting stuff around identity, around Isaac and things being passed down generationally, eventually getting to Jesus and the people of the promise. But again, we get into this thing around genetics at a very genetic level. Just because you bear these genetics doesn't necessarily mean that this equals this. And I think often, and I find this when I look at the Bible and in my own work, is we get very caught. Maybe, I don't know, I'm hypothesizing that maybe the nation of Israel did this in some way, that we get caught in our own perception of things without asking God for his perspective. You know, we get caught in how, and we all have our own perception based on our genetics or our background, the things that we've experienced. We have this perception of events, and yet we miss something. Even the Messiah, we miss something unless we ask God to lift our eyes bigger and ask for his perspective. So just from what I've been learning from this, that's become my prayer. God, don't let me get caught in my perception, as maybe Israel did. Give me your perspective so I can see the bigger picture and not miss the promise that you have for me.
That's so helpful. Not get locked into this, be prisoners of some, whatever it is that we've inherited, and we think, oh, that's it, nothing can change.